Hey YouTube, Vermont Prepper here. I'm pleased to announce that I believe I fixed the last thing that I needed to do before I get the vehicle inspected in the state of Vermont. And you can see them right here. They are the fender flares that I just installed. And I'll show you why that I had to install these. If you look at the dually tires right there, you see that they stick out approximately 4 inches from the regular fender right there, the rear panel. That's illegal in the state of Vermont, and I believe countrywide. Somebody can, correct me if I'm wrong. So I had to get flares. So I started looking at the molded flares, and this is a 1986 vehicle, so finding flares for that year is next to impossible. And then when you add the dually aspect with the already flared fender in the rear, it makes it impossible. So I had to look at other options. And after searching around, I found on Amazon a set of what they call Flexy Flares by Pacer Performance. And a set of these, meaning a pair, go for about $50 each. So I got 2 sets, and I spent $100. And if any of you have really priced molded fender flares, this is a much cheaper alternative, and they actually look pretty good. It grew on me. I wasn't real wild about it, but it did grow on me, especially since I had to drill into the lip of the fender of the truck. I don't like doing that. I like to keep truck integrity intact, but they could always be patched up if I ever wanted to take them off. It's not a huge deal. In any event, $100 off of Amazon. Very easy to install. Here's how I basically did it. I got 4 of these small DeWalt clamps, and I just clamped the flare to the lip in 4 spots. So I clamped it at the bottom, and I clamped it right at the curve here, and at the bottom here. And then that makes it easy to do, to install these self-tapping stainless screws. And again, all of you know that I use stainless wherever possible because of the Vermont salt, Vermont weather in general. They just, of course, last forever. And I don't have to worry about them rusting out and having to change them out, or maybe the flare coming off because of the rust, etc. So that's pretty much how the install went. It was pretty easy. I mean, the thing that I had an issue with was it was pretty cold out when I started doing the rear last night. It was like 15 degrees, and of course you have a learning curve on the first one that you do. So the 2 in the rear probably took me about 2 hours in 15-degree weather in the dark and windy. So I was not a happy camper when I got it done, but it made it easy for me to get up and out and do the front ones today, especially since we're probably double that. We're around 30 degrees right now, so we got a heat wave, or maybe even more. So it made it easy. I didn't have to use gloves. And they went on super fast. I'd say I had them both on within 45 minutes in the front today. So the other things I'll just summarize, which I had to do for inspection. I had to put on the mud flaps, and I have a separate video for that. I'll show you those real quick. Okay, that's the mud flaps with galvanized pipe through the channel of the hitch. And I had to put a rear view mirror in. It did not have one. So the rear view mirror. The other thing is they had to take out the instrument panel and put in new bulbs. Had to get the blinker working again, and Hillbilly Wizard did that for me. There's no way I can do that. There was just too many adjustments, and he spent a ton of time on it getting it working. And then the windshield wipers, wanted to get the motor so that it would do a wash. It wasn't doing a wash. The motor just blew out or whatever. And I changed the wiper blades as well. I did a video on that. So all in all, I think I'm ready. I have an appointment tomorrow at like 2 o'clock. And I don't see any reason why this will fail. You know, the guy that had this before me in Chicago didn't drive it for a year and a half, and now I know why. He couldn't get it inspected. And I'm sure Chicago, they're like vigilante police over there. They'll look to stop anybody for anything. So he probably couldn't drive this thing around, and he just didn't have the will to fix it or put money into it to get it fixed. I put quite a bit of money into this thing to get it the way I want it to, and I believe we are ready for the winter that's coming. And it's already, you know, you can see the snow out here. It's been snowing every day for a while. Not a lot, but you know, flurries here and there, and it adds up. Today it's a little bit warmer, so we're melting, but in any event, this is ready for it. And I've already tested the tires in probably about 8-inch snow, but I'm going to do a video when we really get a big dump. That'll put the tires to a true test. So in any event, hopefully you guys like the video, and I really appreciate you all watching. And please like, comment, or subscribe. I'm nearing 500 subscribers, so that's a pretty cool thing. When I get to 1,000, I can start monetizing the videos, and hopefully it'll kind of snowball from there. But I'm just doing it to help others, and maybe make a little bit of change on the side. Who knows? In any event, everyone keep prepping. Vermont Prepper out. Take care.